mean, I'm surprised they even let that in the 80s. I mean, my friend Scott, he saw it back in the day, and when that line came out, there was a big hiss in the audience. And about 2 weeks later, Hasbro reshipped the movie and took shit out.
Now, the reviews so far are at 82% at RottenTomatoes.com, and some of the reviews they just seem to echo what we're saying. That it's fun, that it's basic, it's good action. Now, this one review that I saw right here, I thought is really worth noting. Quote: "Hated the robots, hated their funny voices, hated the humans, and the cereal box story by Mrs. Victoria Alexander with FilmsReview.com." Now, come on, seriously. This is why. If you know you're gonna hate the movie, then why don't you get someone else to review it? I mean, there's probably a whole people at FilmsReview.com who hasn't heard of that fucking website before.
I haven't.
There's probably a lot of people that are gonna watch it. Why send someone that obviously is gonna hate it beforehand? You should go watch movies open-minded, assume for the best, and be prepared for the worst. But this person wrote this review. It just looks like they just wanted to hate it and found every reason to hate it, and it just doesn't make any sense.
One thing for sure, I mean, it's one thing to give a bad review, but if you're just doing a review just to throw some hate on there, just some spate, I mean, shake those haters off. Go watch Ratatouille, for crying out loud. I mean, also, people, you gotta realize, when have the critics ever been right? I mean, they're about, 25% right all the time?
And this review right next to it says, "There's not much under the hood, but Transformers roars with power and style thanks to the awe-inspiring action and flawless effects." See, this guy seems to be getting it. It's about having fun. I mean, not all movies have to really make you think. Just it's the summer. It's gonna be July 4th week, and I want to see some fucking action. I want to have some fun.
I want to see something blow up.
Yeah. I mean, from other reports, the Ratatouille is not a comedy. It's a drama about a rat who wants to cook French food. Really? I mean, who really wants to see that? I mean, the kids want to see because it's a Pixar movie, and Pixar, Disney, you know what? They don't hold as much water as they used to, and it's just the kind of thing that you don't go to see some movies for. I mean, some movies are supposed to be fun or funny or action-packed. That's.
I gotta say this one thing about Pixar's really gone downhill. Right now they're just making movies because we're Pixar, so go see our movie. Ugh. I mean, DreamWorks kicked their butt with Shrek when it first came out. But for Shrek 3, lame.
Yeah, for me, a lot of internet people, a lot of critics just seem to overflow with love with Pixar movies. And, for me, they're up and down. Toy Story 1, I loved. Toy Story 2, I thought was really good, but had too many songs. Bugs Life, I thought was really retarded. Monsters, Inc. was really kiddie. Finding Nemo, great.
Hey, that one had a Transformer voice in it. It was actually Perceptor. I believe he was the clownfish.
And, The Incredibles actually was better than Fantastic Four, which is spoofed. Which is really smart that they could do that. Before
and pull it off.
Yeah. And Cars was a mess. A boring mess.
What was it, a 2-hour-long movie of what? A jerk?
Anyway, we're going off the topic of Transformers, talking about Cars, which kind of, sort of, not really has to do with Transformers.
Now, look, there's Johnny Lightning. Oh, can I shoot him?
Now that would be cool. Have like a teaser for the next Transformer movie or something.
Have cars running around and Optimus just blasting the crap out of them.
Now, all the cars, or most of them, are from GM, correct?
Yeah, correct, except for the police car, which is Barricade, who is a Celine, I believe, S28. Yeah, but most of the Decepticons are military-based or construction-based.
You don't see any Toyotas or, things like that are not American?
I'm very shocked. I mean, Michael Bay, on the making of Transformers, which aired on HBO, he opened it up for everybody. He goes, what car company wants to get involved? Nobody wanted to really step up, so GM did, and they shined. I mean, Jazz is a Solstice, who was once a Porsche 911 in the 80s. I mean, good choice. I mean, they even brought the new Camaro out. The new Camaro, which kind of looks like a Charger, if you ask me.
Is there any hybrids that you know of?
Negative. Negative. Definitely.
And right now, it looks like the running time is 2.5 hours long. Right now, before we watch it, do you think that's too long, or do you think it's going to be enough to talk about everything?
Well, I think it's going to be enough to talk about everything, and as what TFW 2005 said, Transformers 2 got the green light. So it's going to be just enough and leave you with just a little bit to expect for part 2. I mean, hopefully it won't do what Pirates of the Caribbean 2 did, where it just said, "Let's go," and black out. Lame.
Now the other trailers I've seen lately, they have comedy in there, and it looks funny, but in a corny kind of way. Do you think it's going to go overboard and be too corny, or do you think it's going to be fun, kind of corny?
I think it's going to be a fun type of corny. I mean, of course, there's going to be the occasional Japanese joke, like when Spike said,
yeah, that's a part on the podcast.
Please ignore that. Anyway, Spike says a line saying, "These are advanced robots, probably from Japan." Ugh. Corn!
So that's pretty much it, right?
Pretty much. Yep.
I think that's pretty much it. I don't really see anything else that we can really talk about, so we're going to go out with some of the old music from the Transformers music. So, have a good night. We'll be back here doing the podcast after we watch the Transformers movie. So this is a pre-podcast, or pre-watching movie podcast, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So we're going to do another one and see if we were wrong, if we were right.
Alright, see you guys. I'm Scardimus Prime.
I'm ADV2K1.